God, he's coming back. Get out of here.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome. Currently in the heat of the action right now. I'll give you an update here in just a second. I'm not a sports commentator, though, so probably be a little bit interesting. Ooh, air ball. All right, so this game, we're cheering for the Illinois Fighting Illini. That's my team. I grew up about 10 minutes away from Champaign, which is where the University of Illinois is. We're currently playing Iowa, the Hawkeyes of Iowa. They are ranked number 18 in the country. Illinois is ranked number 19. So this is very close rankings. And this is an away game for Illinois, which makes it tougher. It's always tougher to play on the road, in college especially. So it'll be a hard game for us. Yes! Okay, so we're currently up 20-15. There is about 5.5 minutes in the first half remaining. Good rebound. We're playing excellent defense. Fantastic defense. Hit it, Griff. Yes! Let's go. Okay. 23-15, and they just took a timeout. I really wish I could actually show the game, too. Forgot to close my app out of my phone. I don't need the Discord on my phone. So right now they're talking about Alan Griffin, who is one of the first guys off the bench for us. 2 games ago, he did something really stupid, and he stepped on the chest of a player that fell down on top of him. He got up and basically stepped on his chest to assert dominance, you could say. It was very stupid. He got suspended, and this is his first game back. So, really good player, just a little immature. We have a 7-foot center who is listed at 290 pounds. He's absolutely massive. He's not quite figured out everything. So he just fouled. He gave up a foul and gave up a shot and one for the foul. So they just had a 3-point play. Lead is now 5 for Illinois. I need to sit this chair up. Ugh. I feel like I'm just slouching like crazy. There you go. There you go. Oh. Wow, this is just sloppy basketball. There's just a giant pileup. Yeah, that should be a foul. That one definitely is. Wow. Hey, Christina. Well. Yeah. This is a basketball game. You guys are getting a chance to see me. Not many people watch games with me, so I'm trying to keep my emotions in check. This is a very emotional game. This is very important for us. How's your Sunday going so far, Christina? And Iowa just scored again, so we're up 23-20. 4 minutes left in the first half. We just got to get some good, clean shots. We haven't really had very many of those. Got to move the ball better. Hit it, Trent. Waiting on breakfast? Oh, okay. All right. Their big guy just hit a 3 to tie the game. And I can't stand their big guy either. He just bothers the crap out of me. Hit it, Griffin. Short. Wow. What a putback. Oh, come on. That's why I don't like that dude. He traveled, basically, got to the basket, and then shoots it and then flexes his muscles. Like, come on, dude. They're playing a... Oh, Griffin. Passed it right to the other guy. Same dude just hit another 3. And the crowd is very loud now. There we go. Got some points back. 28-27 Iowa. That was good. Ooh, good closeout. Good closeout. Tried taking a little sneaky 3 there. All right, so minute 20 left in the first half. We're down by 1 point. I do not like that guy. He doesn't make a shot without, like, talking just a ton of crap. It's like... He's a really good player, but he just never stops talking the entire game. Like, dude, act like you've made a shot before in your life. Like a big shot, yeah, that makes sense. But he does it every time he scores. I don't ever see him not just like talk a bunch of crap. Anyway, my hope was that when I was trying to figure out if I would do anything during the game or not, I had considered trying to stream with the radio playing. That way you guys could actually hear something. However, I discovered that is against terms of service for both Twitch and TuneIn, which is the radio station I would have used. So that unfortunately could not happen. Obviously, the big obvious thing is I can't broadcast the game because it is, a paid channel. Even if it wasn't a paid channel, it'd be the same thing as the radio. I wouldn't be able to do that. So, unfortunately, you just have to listen to my reactions to the game. But, yeah. We're currently on a commercial break. This is going to be a very tense last minute and a half of the first half. As I was saying earlier, this is it's supposed to be a tight matchup because we're ranked number 19. Iowa's ranked number 18. My dogs are very excited about it. But we're at Iowa, which makes it tougher. And so if we win this game, that's a huge win for us. Doesn't really hurt Iowa that much. The other thing, too, is that we're currently in first place in the Big Ten. So if we win this game, we're like a full game ahead of everybody else, which is a huge advantage. Because in a conference that's as... Oh, man. The stream crashed. Reloading. Fox Sports, by the way. Not good. Just throwing that out there. Almost all these games. Fortnite Peru. Hello, Mad AFK. Like, away from keyboard? How are you doing, Peru? Yeah, in a conference like the Big Ten, all the teams are very, very, very similar in terms of skill, and it's just a very tough conference. So to be a full game ahead in first place would be massive. It is not something that many people would expect, especially from us. We have not even been ranked prior to this season for the past 6 years. So, what a take. Let's go. Illinois has a very rich history of basketball success, but it's just been a long time since we've been good. We haven't made the NCAA tournament in 6 years. And, like I said, we haven't been ranked. We weren't ranked since before that season, that same season. We just made a stupid foul. Yeah, stupid foul. So what just happened now is they had a guy take it in, and we fouled him. He made the bucket, of course, and they're now up by 1 with a free throw coming. Missed the free throw, so we're still only up by 1. Or they're only up by 1, I mean. 36 seconds in the half. Come on, boys. Take the lead. We want the lead going into halftime. I don't know what it is. Sometimes just being down by 1 versus up by 1 can change the whole game. Ooh. Yes. Just made a shot, so we're up 31-30. 15 seconds left. I will hold for the last shot. Oh, Trent fell down. That's not good. Nope, he didn't get off. All right. Halftime. It's already halftime. Illinois is up 31-30 at halftime on the road at Iowa. Number 18 Iowa. Good start. Good start. We just have to come out very strong. We're gonna have to play even better the second half to win because, frankly, we missed a lot of shots. It felt like they made almost all their threes they took, and we missed all but I think we made 3 threes that first half. It seemed like they made all of theirs, so we're gonna have to do a little better than that. All right. Going to mute that. So it's halftime. We got about 10, 15 minutes before the game comes back. Let's talk a little bit about the other game going on today, the one I will not be streaming during, and that is the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is coming up in a little under 5 hours now, and this is like the first time in a while that I have not really even thought much about who's going to even win this game. I don't know. I just haven't really. I don't know if it's because the Titans had made it so far. They were basically, had they won 2 weeks ago in the AFC Championship game, they would be playing. But you know, for whatever reason, I haven't really considered who's going to win the game today. I don't know. I don't know who. I think I would rather have the Chiefs win, but a couple reasons for that. But I'm not going to be upset if the 49ers win. I'm not going to cry. So also a little bit excited because we are not doing anything. This is the second Super Bowl in a row, and I want to say third out of the last 6 years. So about 50% of the time, we just don't really make any plans for the Super Bowl, which is kind of nice. It's pretty nice. We've gone places before, Super Bowl parties and things like that, and it's interesting because when I was younger, I didn't really care who was there. I still don't necessarily care who is there. The thing is that my focus is different. Because I want to watch the game, and I've been to a couple Super Bowl parties where the people that are there have no intention of watching the game. They purposefully want to watch. They want to do other things during the game, which was a little frustrating to me because I'm like, this is a really good game, and I would like to watch it. So, I'm all about the commercials. I don't care if you are interested in the commercials and that's all you want to watch, but just let me watch the game too. I'll watch the commercials with you. But to basically try to get other people's attention and just get other things going on so you're not bored during the game, I don't want to be at your party. I just don't. I don't. Said ads, Bloomberg versus Trump. How exciting. Wait, you saw an ad on Twitch? A political ad on Twitch? I hope not. That is... Get that crap out of here. That's all I gotta say. Keep your political ads to your... Oh, just think about the Super Bowl. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm trying to remember, though, like, if I've ever seen a political ad during the Super Bowl. I feel like I probably have. I just tuned it out. But, I mean, we talked about that earlier today in church, actually, is that a 30-second spot for an advertisement during the Super Bowl this year averaged over $5.5 million. So thinking about campaign finances and how those are supposed to be an indicator of how fiscally responsible a candidate is, I can't imagine that would be a great highlight of your responsibility. But yeah, if I see any, I'll just be sure to tune them out. regardless of party that they come from. I don't care. So this is an interesting thing, too. A lot of times, if you just watch the highlights and you don't look at the score or anything like that, you might think, oh, dang, this team is dominating that team. They just showed a couple highlights that was only Iowa playing. And I don't know what they're saying because I muted them. I don't really like to listen to the talking heads in between the game, in between halftime. Now they're showing some Illinois highlights, but yeah, they showed some Iowa highlights, and it made it seem like they're dominating us, and we're actually up by 1 at halftime. So now they're showing some Illinois highlights, though. I just don't know. I don't really like hearing some of them. They have to manufacture talking points, and so they will. Oh wow! It says we have 18 bench points, and Iowa has 0. That is pretty huge. But they manufacture talking points, and so they will talk about things that they don't actually believe just to have like an argument, dramatization in the show. So it just gets a little bit much because sometimes they're really stretching. They're really stretching. And I don't know. I don't need to hear it. It's funny. I didn't even actually consider that there would be a halftime in this game that I'd be streaming during. And actually, I feel like there's something on my camera lens, and it's kind of bothering me. I think I'm going to clear that off. So I don't want to... Well, whatever. I'm just going to do it. All right, hang on a second. There definitely is a smudge there. It's a little better. It's not gone. I don't know what the heck. It looks like my dog's nose was rubbed across that, but that's not possible. I don't think so, at least. I suppose it's possible. Not likely. I don't think my dog put her paws up on the desk and then sniffed the nose, sniffed her with her nose on the webcam and was like, "Oh yeah, that's what I think of that." So that first half took about 40, almost about 50 minutes, I think. What are we at? Yeah, it took about 51 minutes. So if the second half moves are about the same pace, assuming we don't have any overtime period or anything like that, we don't have a ton of fouls being called that stop the progress of the game. My plan is to basically... What time would that get us done by? It'll probably be about 2:55. If we can sneak an extra hour of KOTOR in after that, we will do so. I have until about 4:15 or so, 4:30 to play. So after that time rolls around, I actually have to get to doing some cooking and meal prep. Not just for the Super Bowl, but for the week. So I want to make sure I have plenty of time to do that, because I will say last week I did meal prep last week, and it was glorious. I'm not one who typically gets all that stuff done, like right at the beginning of the week. But I did that last week because the missus was out of town for work, and I had basically all my cooking done for the entire week in 2 hours. Everything was stored in containers in the fridge, so all I had to do was just microwave after practices and workouts and stuff like that, which was amazing because it saved me a lot of time, because trying to cook every single time that I was going to cook during the week, it would have been at least 40 minutes probably So it saved me time in cooking. I got everything cleaned up in about, like I said, everything was done, clean up and everything in 2 hours. And then all I had to do, I didn't have to do any dishes during the week either, really. I just had to, the containers I used, put them in the dishwasher. It was great. So not only that, but it limits your temptation to go to pick up some fast food or something like that. So yeah, that's my hope, is that we'll get some cooking done this afternoon before the Super Bowl starts, so that we can have some food for the rest of the week and we don't have to worry about it. Ooh. They're showing some highlights for some other games now that I don't care about. By the way, our Order of Souls tankard is holding up pretty well. Still looks like a child painted it, but I don't know. When I'm holding it, and it's pretty full right now, we've got some sparkling water in here. Not LaCroix, though. It's like actually flavored water, not just a hint of water flavoring or whatever they call that. But when I'm holding it by the actual handle, I'm wondering if it's going to break on me. I don't know. So far, it's been okay. Just doesn't seem that sturdy. Oh. I would be sad if it did break, because then I'd have to find a new tanker to drink out of during stream. And I think that one fits the Lutz Magoots profile better than other ones I could buy. I'd probably have to make something. So my TV is on in the background because the way, so you guys currently are sitting at, this is my streaming PC, okay? That is my old computer that it has basically a dual monitor setup, monitor where I'm looking at chat, and then game monitor down here, and then obviously the microphone's attached to it, webcam. So you guys are always being streamed from my streaming PC to my right here. This is my gaming PC, which I just finished up a little bit ago. I'm trying to think, maybe early November is when I finished building it. It just has the one monitor. It's a pretty cool monitor. It's a 32-inch curved 2K Acer monitor that I got on sale on Amazon. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to justify purchasing it. It was just normally out of the box very expensive, but found a fantastic deal. But it doesn't have a second monitor because there's no room for it. So my TV is mounted here on the wall. It is my second display. The other thing is that this computer does not have I don't have a sound bar set up to it. So I could wear a headset, but I don't like wearing a headset when I stream because I feel like I can't tell how loud I'm talking, and I don't want to shout into the microphone. That's probably a skill I could practice sometime, but I don't really like wearing a headset during stream. So the only way I can get external audio from that other than my headset is to use the TV. So that's why the TV is on and there's nothing on it, well, except for the Witcher background, the wolf medallion background. But that's where my audio is going to be coming out of. I have it muted right now because, as I said, I don't need to listen to the talking heads. So yeah, now you have a pretty good idea of my stream setup. I will say that if/when my next Twitch account payment clears, I don't know when that'll be, but when it does, that money will be going towards a capture card, and I'm going to be trying to figure out how I can use the streaming PC with the gaming PC together. So, or I'll also be able to use my Xbox or PS4 or 360, whatever it might be. So that's my looking forward. I think that'd be pretty cool because I'll be able to have a little bit nicer. I'll be able to play some newer games on stream. Don't get me wrong, I love the retro games so far. I've loved playing Code War 2, Code War 1 for that matter, Mass Effect 1. Those are all really, really fun games for me, but there are a couple games I have in mind that I think would be really good games to stream, but I just don't know that. I don't know that my current PC would be able to handle both streaming and that game. So, talking heads, that's what they are, though. They just sit there, like I said, they manufacture their talking points so that they argue on camera to make it more exciting for you as the viewer, I guess. But yeah, I would love to get a capture card. Yeah, it's in the works. We'll put it that way. It is in the works. Actually, the missus and I are on a extreme budget makeover, if you will. So I committed to myself that I'm not going to purchase a capture card using like our funds. If I happen to get something from streaming, then I will reinvest that into streaming. But if I don't, no big deal. So it's just one of those things that I think would be kind of cool, but it's not something that I'm basing my entire streaming identity on or anything like that. I don't mind being recognized as a retro RPG gamer. Like, I'm cool with that. Although, let's be real, Mass Effect is not retro. It came out in 2006 or 2007, so it's not even 14 years old yet. Definitely, that's not old enough to be retro. So, maybe Code War could potentially be, because that came out in, 03? 02? Was the first one in 02 or 01? It's getting close. What would you say the cutoff is for retro? Antique is not the same as retro. I think that's a little different. So the game is now back on. So I've unmuted the TV. Yes! Trent hits a 3, so we're now up to 34-30, the good guys. I've heard 10 years is the cutoff, but I think 14 is better. All right, so then we'll say Mass Effect is officially retro. Oh, we missed it. Yeah, that was just bad defense. So Iowa hit another shot. Now it's 34-32. Yeah, like one of the games I'm looking at. You know me. I like playing. Hold on to that ball. Yes. I like playing games that have a narrative aspect to them. So I don't think people disagree on that. Yeah, I mean. Oh, thank gosh he missed that. That was halfway down and it rattled out. Otherwise they would have hit another 3 with their big guy and the whole place would have exploded. Yeah, I feel like if I said I was a retro gamer and then I started playing Mass Effect, like the diehard retro gamers that play, 8, 16-bit games, even N64, they'd be like, most of those games are 3D, so you're not retro, dude. They hit another shot, so we're only up by 2 again. Yeah, like I said, I don't mind that. One of the games I would like to go back and play that... Oh. I don't know what just happened. Let's see if they show it. No, different play. Yeah, one of the other games that is definitely considered retro that I would like to go back and play because I started but didn't finish is Fallout 1. Actually thought it was a really good game. It's just that I had other games planned at the time. Oh, what a move, but then he missed. Yeah, Fallout, I thought it was like, it was surprisingly, I just realized this is kind of high. I just realized though, I realized playing Fallout that it was very difficult. But it was interesting. Yes! What just... Oh, our big dude just got hit right in the face. Garza's... Oh, my gosh. That is terrible. Oh, he elbowed him right in the face. Oh, my gosh. That's crap. So our big guy just got his third foul called, and he's getting just absolutely mauled inside. I mean, their big guy is looking like an All-American right now, and he's just like all over, jumping all over his back, and no foul. And then Kofi, our big guy, goes to block his shot, and he gets elbowed in the face while doing it, and he gets called for the foul. It's ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, Fallout. You wouldn't mind seeing Fallout 1 on stream. Like I said, it's pretty cool. It actually, I think, performed decently on stream because it's old enough where it's not a. I'm trying to remember if maybe Steam had an update for it. I mean, it's not natively 1080p, obviously, because that was not a resolution when the game was released. But I have it on Steam, and Steam might have actually. Ooh, hang on that ball. Yeah, this is really bad because our big guy is now out on the bench, and he's got, with 3 fouls, you foul out at 5. You foul out if you get 5 fouls, and so he has to go back to the bench. There were 17 minutes left in the game. That's a long time to be going. And they've already called 4 fouls in the first 3 minutes of the second half. So seems like they're going to be calling more fouls. Yeah, Christina, I considered doing a Fallout playthrough. Oh, wow, what a take. Trent Frazier, he's my favorite Illini player, by the way. He just made a fantastic move, and then we didn't guard a guy. Oh, my gosh, and they called another foul on us down low against Garza. Gosh. I cannot stand Garza. Yeah, I considered doing like a Fallout playthrough. Fallout 1, Fallout 2, Fallout 3, and then Fallout New Vegas. Playing like all of the older games before 4 came out. However, playing 1 day a week, I'd be able to get the first 2 in decently. But 3 in New Vegas, that would take me a long time to get through those, playing 1 day a week. That's a foul on Garza, and they didn't call it again. What a take. Oh, hold on that ball. Come on, that's a foul. They just are not calling anything on Iowa. They're swatting like crazy down low. Hitting hands, hitting arms. There we go. Nothing, though. We finally got a foul call. Yeah. The announcers just said the pushing and shoving continues as the battle rages on here in Iowa. Yeah. Oh, this commercial creeps me out. It's like it's a Duracell commercial where this person is, they argue like extra power or extra life, and the girl is playing a game and she's sitting on the couch and she's just like getting sucked into the couch while keeps saying I need extra life, and the other guy is like brushing his teeth saying I need extra power to get my teeth clean, and all of a sudden his shirt is just covered in toothpaste and she's like inside the couch. Like they're trying to be like the older couple-year-old Old Spice commercials, which creeps me out. All that toothpaste on your shirt, gross. Gross. There's another game that I'm interested in streaming, which you know what? Let me look that up real fast. Let me do that. One tool I like to use is it's called How Long to Beat, HLTB. HowLongToBeat.com, which gives you a rough idea of how many hours it would take to play through a game based on how long other people played it for. Let's see. Yeah. So one of the games I was considering, it just got added to Game Pass, I think it was last week, is Plague Tale: Innocence. I thought that game looked pretty cool. Definitely high on the narrative aspect. And the main plus extra estimated playthrough is about 11 and a half hours. So that'd be perfect because I could play that in about 3 streams, you know. So I use that quite a bit to try to estimate, you know, which type of games. But to give you an idea, Fallout, the main Fallout 1 main plus extra 22 and a half hours, Fallout 2 47 hours, Fallout 3 55 and a half, New Vegas 60 and a half, Fallout 4 79 and a half. So they get just every single one is bigger and bigger, you know. So it would take me a long time. 79 and let's see. Even Fallout 2, they'd be in 47 hours. That would take me about 10 weeks. Probably actually it would take me about 11, 12 weeks. Anyway. So the game is back now. We just turned it over, so good news. 38-37 Illinois over Iowa. 15 and a half minutes left in the game. And foul-wise, each team has 3 fouls. That's kind of a lot. I'd like to see fewer fouls called. This game is pretty physical, though. There's a lot of pushing and reaching and I don't know, just a lot of... That was bad defense, Georgie. But yeah, it's this type of game. If they're being this physical, I don't necessarily hate that they're calling this many fouls. But there are a lot of times when the game is pretty clean. Oh, hit that, please. Oh, it was halfway down. See what I mean? Now they just hit 2 threes. So now they're up. They're up by 4. I feel like they're hitting threes and we are not. Oh, man, you had Garza on you. You should have taken that, Griff. I was thinking about it. It's not a great shot. Tried shooting it over their big guy for 3 and missed it short. Come on, boys. Get a stop. And he's trying to look for a foul. Like, he didn't just throw his shoulder into our guy. Oh, my gosh. Come on, guys. Get a good shot here. Oh, dunk that. Yeah, so they just showed a replay. Their big guy just like ducked under his arm. Ducked under our big guy's arm and then just turned around the corner and dunked it. Oh, that was not good. Not a good look on defense. Oh, come on. They just called a foul on us again against Garza. Looked clean to me. I didn't see anything. They hit another shot. So, layup, I should say. Now they're up 6. It's their largest lead of the game. We were up 8 at one point before the first half ended. Oh. Okay, we got fouled. Shooting foul for us. Almost made the shot was halfway down again. It's like we just can't get these lucky bounces. Made the first free throw. And made the second. Down 4, 12:44 left. Thing I'm most concerned about is just the fouls. We don't have another big man, really. Oh, Io just got beat badly. Wow, they are furiously moving the ball on offense. We got lucky. Wow, that was so nice. We just made Io DeSumo just made a shot. Just real smooth looking in the lane. Guess what? Another foul called against the guy guarding Garza. Of course. They're not going to show, though, I don't think. So I didn't see what happened. He just picked up his third foul, though, too. So we have two guys who've been guarding Garza have 3 fouls each. It's a lot. And Garza hasn't even come out of the game, so that's how you know. It's just a little bit ridiculous. He's being very physical, too. What? They called another foul. It's ridiculous. Called the 4th foul on Nichols, one of our guys. He was just straight up on defense. I mean, nothing else he could have done, and they called a foul on him. Basketball is a game of fouls. I know. It's just... Well, and the other thing, too... Oh, nice. He missed the second free throw, so we're only down by 3. We've got the ball currently. Oh, Trent. Oh, I thought Trent was going to pop that. That was a push off there. Travel. No! Oh my gosh. They just called another foul on us that was clearly a travel, and they said that we bumped him. Oh my gosh, this is getting out of hand. The foul calls. Yeah, so basketball, your comment on basketball being a game of fouls, they, over the last, I don't know how long I would say it's been. It's kind of been gradual, but it's gotten to the point now where any sort of contact in college basketball is a foul. It's a little bit ridiculous because you've got guys who spend so much time in the weight room and they spend so much time in the weight room trying to get stronger, trying to get more coordinated with their hands, and so they don't drop the ball if it gets swiped at, or they can finish through contact. But it doesn't even matter anymore because if you get hit, it's a foul. It doesn't matter the amount of contact it is, and it's just, to me, it's kind of ridiculous. They were letting him play the first half, and they are no longer doing that now, except for their big guy, because he's an All-American, so he gets to do what he wants. Looking like an All-American, I should say. He's not an All-American. He could be, but I oftentimes make sure I troll Twitter during the game just to see if I'm the only person who thinks the things that I do. It turns out I'm not, so that's good. I at least try to find out. I was like, does anybody else think this officiating is crap, or is it just me? No, okay, it's not just me. I don't like being that guy, but I also don't like that the game of basketball has changed as much that it has. Twitter proves one is not alone in thinking. Yeah, that's true. Oh, I didn't know that Lootsbotgoots would message during the stream. Obviously, don't use that link because that's not the link anymore. I thought I had turned off all of those comments. Yeah, I have at least a little bit detected my use of the Bluebird. Yeah, I at least lament the change of basketball over the last few years, and I used to think that it was I kind of blamed the NBA, and it might still be the NBA's fault, but it's not the players' faults. The players do a lot of step-back shots and threes and stuff because that's the way the game has been moving towards in the officiating. They no longer want people to be able to back down players. They don't want them to be able to, they want to call more fouls. And I thought they did that because of how the players were playing the game, but I realize now the players are playing the game the way that they do because the officiating dictates it. And I hate that. Just let teams be the teams that they want to be. It frustrates me so much. Last year in particular, it made me just kind of want to stop watching basketball because we weren't good because the type of we weren't very good as a team anyway. Oh, we missed it. And they got the rebound. Yeah, they're already in the bonus with 11:30 to go in the game. That's just ridiculous. For a team that's playing equally intensive, as intense, bringing as much intensity as the other team, I don't think that you should have one team in the bonus and the other team not even close. This has been a physical game on both ends. Oh, that was a pass. Okay, there we go. And one. So we got a shot down. 47-44, Iowa. And we're going to take a free throw, too. I couldn't tell if he was trying to pass or what, but can't fault them for wanting a more technical slash skill-driven play versus the older, flashy stuff. So the thing is are you familiar with Shaquille O'Neal at all? Most people know Shaq, but not everybody. So Shaq, I've heard, heck yeah, there you go. So yeah, I love Shaq. Shaq, they have said, I've heard officiating crews say, when they do their broadcast and they bring in a former official. Oh, what a steal. There we go. I've heard they bring on their officiating analyst, and they'll say something like, point of emphasis is we don't want players to be able to back down players anymore. So Shaq was obviously huge, both in stature and popularity, and they've said we do not want any more Shaqs. Like, I don't know why that is. Shaq was an exciting player. People loved watching him, and yeah, they don't want players to play like that anymore. So, hey, Inkling, what is going on? I am currently watching the Illinois basketball game. So I've got my Illini gear on. It is a very important game. Oh my gosh! Somebody, wow. Our 6'10" big guy just did like this scoop and score that tied the game. Yes! They called it was on Kreener though, not freaking Garza, but wow. Oh my gosh. He just like he scooped it like underneath and just kind of like, and it was around this dude. This dude's arm was here and he just goes whoop and it goes right up off the backboard perfectly in the basket. It was amazing. I imagine they don't want any more of my boy Shaq because genetics were on. I guess I get what you're saying. Because he was just sort of like old school, you can't teach size kind of thing. Oh, that was not good. Yeah, you can't coach size. So, but I will say, I mean, Shaq was also good because he had that rare combination of size and coordination in terms of footwork. Gosh, I hate Luka Garza. He's like, oh, I'm going to shoot a 3 because I'm not that great. No, he's actually really good. I'm not a fan of his attitude. Hey, we got a foul call. His footwork was great along with his defense. Yeah, he was just a powerhouse. But, I mean, yeah, you're right. Like, he probably would have been good even if he was not, 7'2", 300 pounds, no, whatever. Then again, Shaq sort of, his size sort of fluctuated during his playing career, but yeah, I mean, he obviously wouldn't have been the dominant force he was without his size. But we actually have a guy on our team. His name is Kofi Coburn. He is a Jamaican and just an outstanding person. But like when you watch him play, he's just bigger than everybody else. He's 7 foot, 290 pounds, and he's the type of player that like Shaq was at that age. Not quite as refined. He's pretty raw compared to Shaq, but that's who he would be, but he can't. Ooh, a charge. But yeah, he's not able to be that type of player because officiating does not let him anymore. So it's almost like, he'll still have a chance if he improves his game. But like he's going to be a type of guy that he'll be a high draft pick if he can step out and hit a 3-pointer, which like Shaq, nobody was asking Shaq to hit threes. You didn't need him to. But that's the way the game has changed, is they want people to be able to shoot. All right. So after that 3, we have the ball again. We just got we had a charge called. So actually, Iowa now has caught up to us in fouls. I was sitting here complaining about it. They were +3 in fouls. They're now -3. We have 3 fewer fouls than they do. So the officials have not put away their whistles at all this second half. Oh. There's some confusion now. Now they're taking a officiating timeout to try to figure this out. So we just got a foul called in our favor, and they said that the shooter is supposed to get 2 shots. So they tried rebounding it after he missed the first one, and they're like, no, he's got 2 shots. And then the players were like, no, he only has 1. It's 1-1. Because they didn't know how many fouls there were. Anyway, funny that your team is playing Iowa, saying that tomorrow they go to caucus. That's right, they do. They do. Actually, I work in, as you guys know, my full-time job is a web developer. And the company I work for is Gannett. They are a newspaper conglomerate, I guess you could say. They own like 300 some newspapers across the country. And our team almost had to like make some a special, basically build a special module to put on Iowa's, like, all the Iowa newspaper websites for the caucuses that were going on. I'm glad we didn't have to do that because we only heard about it on Thursday. So it was like, okay, you've got the rest of today, tomorrow, and then Monday to get it done and tested and all that stuff. So thank God. Did not happen. Oh, please. Thank goodness. Their big guy just tried shooting another 3. He was heavily guarded. He did it anyway. And I'm like, if that lucky shot falls, I'm going to be so mad. He missed it, though, so we're okay for now. Still down 2, 8 minutes left. Oh, hit that, DeMonte. Okay, or not. Feliz will take that. Yes. Tie game. Tie game. That would be disastrous. I know, because what they actually want, what they wanted it to be, is it makes a lot of sense. It's just something that we wouldn't have had very much time at all to do. And actually, you know what? Oh, what a steal. I'm sorry if I'm yelling in the microphone. That was a heck of a steal. Andres Feliz, one of our guards, just stole it from their big guy, Luka Garza. Actually, I need to double check. I just remembered the second meeting I had about this thing. I think they were going to try to go ahead and go through with it because it was going to be easier than we originally thought to implement. However, again, it's still something that they were going to have to test in basically 2 days. And this is the issue with this one. It is one of those things where when you visit, so if you visit one of the Iowa newspapers online, and say you're reading an article about sports, then whatever, no big deal. You can read it just like you normally would. But if you went to an article about the elections, the caucuses, you would get this pop-up that says, please register to continue reading. So you don't actually have to pay any money. You just have to create an account. And then you'd be able to read as many articles about the election as are allowed, So you, like I said, you wouldn't have to pay anything, but it would basically pop up and prevent you from reading. And so if something was broken with that, and because we couldn't accurately test it, could you imagine how many PO'd people we'd have, especially during a big event like the Iowa caucuses? That would be disastrous is the perfect word for it. So, yeah, I don't think it's happening, but let's put it this way, I hope not. Had they thought of it like, a month ago, then sure. But trying to do it, 48 hours before it needs to go out, not good. So they're currently on commercial break. I think it was a tie game. I want to say it was tied. And we currently have the ball on the free throw line. When we come back, it'll be 2 shots. We had Kofi Coburn, our big guy, got fouled after that steal. So just intrigues me in general. American politics in terms of system is so much more interesting than Canada's. Oh, why do you say that? what makes Canada's not interesting versus America, or I guess, yeah, what makes America interesting? We can't choose the leaders of our parties with primaries. Those are chosen without input. Are you serious? I didn't know that. Huh. Well, today I learned. I did not know that. So basically there's like an inter-party election. I would assume that the party still votes? Is that... Or is it just like who raises the most money or something? I mean... That's the thing about America. All right, we hit the first free throw, so we're now up by 1. The thing about America, though, is that you've got... A lot of it is just determined by money. That's really what it comes down to. Yes. All right, so we're now up 2. 52-50. 7:26 left in the game. The party themselves is eyed. Huh. Who'd they get? Griffin? I couldn't tell. We got a foul called on us. Yeah, it was on Griffin. One of our guards. They just said 9 lead changes in the game. And then, to make it worse... You know how you guys pick your Senate and House picks? Yes. You guys don't get those either. Really? Tie ball game. He hit both. We don't do that. Wow. That's crazy. Yes. They called a foul on Luka Garza. Yeah, so we have to vote for the representative of our party during a national election. Huh. I really should look into more Canadian politics because, to be honest, I'm pretty naive. Not naive, ignorant. I think ignorant's a better word. I've never been educated on it. We spend a lot of time when you're in... 7th grade? Here in the United States, usually it's about 7th grade. So you're about 12 or 13 years old. You learn a lot about, 7th and 8th, I think. 8th grade, you have to take a test. They're hitting everything from 3. Just so obnoxious. You have to take a test on like the Constitution to show that the United States Constitution, so that you know things like that. Come on, Kofi. He's just getting hit so much. They're not calling any fouls. Hit it, Trent. Yes! Oh my gosh. Brad tried, our head coach tried calling timeout, but they didn't give it to him. Wow. Okay. That representative represents a district. So that is, let me see, is there anything similar? We have districts in the House. Yes. Oh, that was a foul. Come on, Trent. Oh, good rebound. Oh my gosh, Andres. Oh my gosh. That was awesome. Andres Feliz is a dog. He is so, oh man, I love Andres Feliz. He's like 5'10". Oh my gosh. How many rebounds did we get on that possession? Oh, that was a different possession. I think we had 3 or 4 rebounds on that possession. But Feliz is the smallest player on the court. He goes up 5'10". He just rips the ball away from their second biggest guy on their team and then puts it up right in his face and makes it. Oh, I love that dude. I love that guy. It's kind of like House districts, yep, except you have to vote for those to get the prime minister you want. Wow, that is really interesting. Calm down, Nick. It's just a game, but it's. You are right, Inkling. I can't say that you're wrong. I'm just a big Illinois fan, which has problems. I might like the representative of, say, a different party for my own district's core issues, while still wanting the leader of another party to run the whole country / education time. That makes sense. And education time. Yeah, I get what you're saying. That makes perfect sense to me. What you're saying you want, that makes sense to me. Wow, that is complicated. Maybe ours is complicated and yours is more like it's a little more simple and straightforward, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I'm like this during FIFA. I don't know like anything about football, soccer, however you say it in your homeland. I know that you guys call it soccer, right? No, you guys. How do Canadians say that sport name? Is it soccer or football? Because I know that the UK calls it football, and it makes sense. It really should be called football. You're using your foot. In American football, you use your foot like barely at all. You can punt it and kick field goals and kickoffs. That's it. You're not doing anything else with it. Other than that, it's handball. I heard it called a hand egg one time, and I thought that was pretty funny. Hand egg. We use both depending on if your background is European or anything outside of North America. Illinois is up 59-55 now. Seems like the momentum has shifted a little bit. We just have to play some really good defense. Only 5:20 left in the game. And they just called a foul on us. On who? On Trent. So now they're going to shoot 1-1. Oh. We need them to miss some free throws. We actually played Michigan last week. I think it was Saturday last week. And they had us beat. We played better than them, I think, but they made more shots than we did when they counted. And so they kind of just hung in there. And Georgie. Somebody get on him. Oh, he missed it badly. Another foul. Otherwise, soccer is just fine. So basically, our guard inbounded to our big guy, who's supposed to then throw it back to the guard, but he was really lazy with the pass, and their dude just stepped right in front of it and took it. And then there was like a scramble for the ball, and they got a foul called in their favor, made both free throws, so now it's 59-59 again. 5 more minutes left in this game. Had a pretty decent take to the rim, but he had to float it because all those big dudes came in to guard it. They just took the lead again. All right. He got tripped. Yes! Wow, Andres Feliz. He's just killing it right now. So basically, one of our wings dribbled it. He was trying to stress the defense, dribbled it in among the big guys, but he got tripped. Like his feet got tangled with somebody, and he almost went out of bounds. Just kind of threw it wildly to save it, and they just hit a 3-2. But he passed it right to another one of our guards, Feliz, and he hits a 3. Yeah, and like I said, they're just hitting everything from 3. We have not. We've hit. I mean, we're making some shots for sure. And we just turned it over. Oh, man, this game's close. Wait, are you saying Iowa of all states plays better basketball than Illinois? This is outrageous. I'm not saying that. Iowa is a good team this year. However, we actually have a better record than they do. Do we? Actually, they might have one more win than we do. They've played one more game. Let me see, actually. I thought I saw that they had played one more game than we had. In the history of games, in the history of these teams, no, not even close. Illinois is far superior. Checking. Oh, no, we're a full game ahead of them. Our record is 16-5. They are 15-6. So we are better than them this season. They are somehow ranked higher than us, though. I think that has to do with who some of their wins have come against. But they're also lower in the Big Ten standings than us. Our Big Ten record is 8-2, and they're 6-4. So they're not. But look it up while I begin to eat this pizza. I'm trying out a new place. I really like the way they make it. But the portions to price ratio, oh, I know what you mean. What flavor of pizza did you get? What toppings and whatnot? Let's see, who has Iowa beaten that's got them ranked this high? They lost to DePaul at home, so that's not good. I think it was at home. Yeah, they lost at home to DePaul. They beat Texas Tech on the road. They beat Iowa State at Iowa State. That's a good win. Oh, they beat Maryland, but that was at home. They beat Michigan at home. They beat Rutgers at home. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they have more wins, more quality wins than we do. So that is interesting that Iowa's ranked higher than us. I've got classic pepperoni. I've got little originality. More so there's a sale deal. Oh, okay, I got you. But yeah, to your question, Illinois. If Illinois loses today, they will have the same overall record this season. But Illinois will still be better in the conference in terms of record. But in the history, like I said, unquestioned, Illinois is much better. They just hit another shot. Defense is getting a little tired, it looks like. They're up by 4 with 2:50 left to go. Not over. It's not over. We just got to hit some shots and get a couple stops on defense. We have a bit of an interesting lineup in right now. We're playing a little bit small. Basically, we have 4 guards in. Missed it and didn't get the rebound. Come on, guys. We need to stop. We knocked it out of bounds, so they get the ball. Still 9 seconds left on the shot. Please. Timeout, Iowa. I'm nervous. I'm pretty nervous. So I'm curious, as I'm more familiar with NBA level play versus college, the players have to be going to schools from said states to play on the team. Yeah, so the schools are the teams. Yeah, so it's not actually a, like when I say Illinois, it's the state. It's the state university. So University of Illinois versus University of Iowa. Yeah, so it's just one school, and those players all attend that same school. But that's a good question, because when you get to things like the Olympics, you can play for. You could obviously, you could live in, the United States, but if you're from, wow, he hit the rim though. That's crazy. We got the rebound. Need a shot bad. Oh, what happened? Oh. Okay. So they got to take a look at the monitor to see who this went out on. Yeah, like in the Olympics, though, you can. I don't know what they called. Huh. Now I'm wondering how you guys are letting Iowa do so good. Iowa's not the kind of state people flock to. So in college, it's all about recruiting. The coaches will basically go around to high schoolers and convince them to come to their college. So Iowa is a pretty good school. Yeah, they gave it to Iowa. But yeah, a lot of times players, it depends on what their goals are. Some players have the goal to play in the NBA, and so they go to play for schools that they think will, and coaches that they think will get them NBA ready as quickly as possible. Other players go because that's where they grew up, and so they want to stay in their home state. Other players go because they want to go to a school. So glad he didn't make that. They took a 3, missed it. All right, 1:18 left in the game. We're still down 4. We have to have a shot now. Yeah, some people will just go because of the school and what they can study. Oh, Feliz got mauled and no foul. We're going to have to foul now. Under a minute left. Actually, I don't think we are going to foul. 47 seconds left. We're still down 4. This isn't looking good. Need a miracle. Game's over. They just hit a 3. And of course it was Garza, the guy who's been able to do whatever he dang wants in this game. Coburn hasn't been playing him closely because he keeps getting foul calls. Yeah, they just explained how he had a career high amount of 3-pointers that he made in the game. He's a 6'11" or something like that guy who's shot like 7 or 8. Let's see if they even show 7 or 8 threes that he shot. It's like because he knows he can't play down low, but he can't play against Kofi because Kofi's just too big and strong. I forgot if you decide on what your channel logo is going to be. I have, sort of. I have an idea. Yeah, this game's over, unfortunately. So Illinois had won 7 games in a row up to this. It'll be interesting to see what happens with the rankings because again, we're gonna have the same record as Iowa. We've won more Big Ten games. We have more quality wins, I feel like, but they're still ranked ahead of us. Oh my gosh! Well. Wow. See, and that's why I just can't stand Iowa. We basically had given up on the game. We'd basically given up on the game, saying it was over. And their dude just takes it down the floor and dunks it. Like, that's just so crappy. And then he sits there flexing like he didn't just have a wide open dunk. So crappy. Anyway, on that logo, I have an idea. I just haven't finalized the logo yet. I'll probably have the missus draw it, and I will do my best to trace it in Illustrator whenever I can get myself educated on how to actually use those types of tools. So that's something that I would like to do because as a web developer, it wouldn't hurt to be able to have more graphic design type experience. You know, it would really benefit. I would benefit from that, having that well-roundedness. So that was my idea. Is basically it's not a waste of time to do a rebrand because I'm learning something for myself professionally while also doing something that I think is fun. We tried getting a foul call at the end there, and the officials just refused to call a foul. And so the guy that, and we were very clearly trying to steal the ball. Wait, what's happening? Is there a fight? They cut away from the camera. Uh-oh, that's not good. Yeah, they cut. I cannot stand some of those Iowa players. They're showing. Hang on a second, guys. They're kind of showing this. So our top guard was trying to steal the ball with like 4 seconds left, and he was kind of swiping at the ball. But I mean, he was definitely going for the ball. He wasn't hitting body or anything like that. The guy that had the ball, I mean, it was clear he was clearly fouling him. But that's the whole point. You generally try to foul at the end of the game so that they have to go and shoot free throws. But the officials were just decided that the game was over, and I don't have a problem with that. Like, we weren't going to win that game even if they missed both their free throws. But they refused to call a foul, and the guy that was getting fouled was not happy about getting touched like that. And so apparently he said something pretty crappy, it seemed like, because our guy's, Io is his name, his face got like pretty mad pretty much right away. So I don't know what was said, but then they showed the teams getting ready to line up for handshakes, and then all of a sudden they showed the Iowa players getting turned around by the coaching staff and going straight to the locker room, and then the camera cut away. They eventually went back, but we didn't get to see anything that just happened. So I hope no punches were thrown, because that'd be really bad, for a bad look for the team, but also because players would get suspended and not be able to play, next week. Should be terrible. So that education better be amazing. I'm still surprised. My cousin goes to a school in New York and plays ye old soccer from Iowa, that is. Yeah, I get what you're saying. As far as I know, Iowa's a pretty good academic school. Illinois is very good as well, but yeah. Excuse me. Illinois as a state is not in fantastic shape, but they actually, the university there is one of the highest ranked universities in the country. So Iowa, I think, is. Oh, I missed it. They just tried showing something. Oh, one of the assistant coaches. All right, hang on a second. We got to go to the quickest source for news on very specific things, which of course is Twitter. Let me find out what the heck was going on. Okay. Let's see. Okay, one of the Illini beat writers said, ugliness spilling out between these two teams, coaches jawing back and forth, players jawing back and forth, some pushing. That was 4 minutes ago. And somebody responded saying, was the dunk at the end necessary? Which is what I was talking about. The game was already out of hand, they had already won, and he just like slams it down and flexes. Pretty annoying. I'm trying to see if it says anything specific as to what happened, though. Okay, it says, one person said, words exchanged in the post-game handshake line. Don't think the Illini liked the late dunk from Wieskamp, and I don't think Iowa liked the Illini defense in those last 4 seconds. That's my guess, too. I mean, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like any punches were thrown, but, man, I hope not. I hope not. Yeah, so what were we talking about? We're talking about the education. It is interesting because I'm going to turn this game off because I don't want to hear these people talk anymore. And I will get to work on getting us started for some KOTOR. I got about an hour to play KOTOR. Is that right? Yeah. 3:08. I got about an hour to play KOTOR. So I'll get it switched over here. Give me just a second. I'll actually drop this into... let me drop this into the BRB scene, and just so I'm not like right in your face. All right, and I'll get KOTOR booted up and everything. So give me like a minute 20 seconds. All right. All right, that was pretty quick, right? I think. All right, so back to Christina's question, or statement, I guess, in this case. I mean, in terms of schools I favor or used to, I wanted to go to Temple when I was younger. Okay. Yeah, a little bit cooler of a location, too, I would say. A little more exotic as far as the United States is concerned. Yeah, there are a lot of things that influence where players and students want to go. I think the biggest one, though, is just how for players, a lot of times they have to choose the type of style that the coach coaches with. But yeah, hence why I'm joshing on Iowa with affection. Yeah, you don't have to do it with affection. All right, let me get this directory switched over to KOTOR. I forgot to do that during my very brief intermission. All right, and we'll say okay, updated the directory. And I got the game launched. I will say this game was crashing a lot on me before. I read in some forums that the GOG version of the game has always experienced issues with swoop racing, which makes a lot of sense because I would say about 75% of the time I was swoop racing, it was crashing after the game was over. So I will pass on the swoop racing today, and we'll just see what happens. I do have a couple other things to check. I updated GOG to GOG 2.0, the open beta. I updated to that. We'll see if that makes any bit of difference. I don't think it will. The only other thing that I can think to test is the resolution hack that I'm using. I could try uninstalling that and reinstalling. So I've seen there are a couple different hacks out there, and the one that I chose could potentially be maybe something broken with it. So yeah. Anyway, with that, let me get you guys in here with me. All right, let's see how far we can get in an hour. Yay! Inkling says, something I actually care about. Yeah. Swoop? So we're loading the Swoop load, but I'm not going to be playing Swoop. I need to move the old tankard over here. So I was swoop biking not because I love swooping, but because I really just would have liked to have some extra credits. Unfortunately, not gonna happen. No worries, old Curry enjoyed ye old basketball talk. Now, if you did this for the Super Bowl, my eyes would glaze over. Yeah, no doing it for the Super Bowl. I don't anticipate doing that. I don't believe there's another Sunday afternoon basketball game. I could be mistaken for Illinois, that is. So, all right. You discovered that Dagon Gent, Mandalore's contact on ISIS, has been picked up for questioning involving a murder at the local cantina. You should talk with Captain Riken at the Merchant Square's turret tower for more information. Okay, let's go do that, because I tried talking to everybody here in the cantina, and everybody's like, what? Yeah, I was here. What do you want to know? And I'm like, tell me anything. And they say, yeah, I don't know what you want me to tell you. It's not helpful. Also, this past week, I learned that I'm playing the GOG version. In the past, I've typically said GOG is superior to Steam for a number of reasons, but number one being that GOG is owned by CD Projekt Red. And of course, oh wow, that didn't take long. Boy. Well, all right. Give me just a second here. F. Yeah, very quick F. Since you're in the area, were any of the NPCs referred to as jizz whalers? Am I saying that right? Not that I know of. Let's see. I'm on version 1.0b, which I think I read something about 1.0b. That could be the issue. I think this hack doesn't work very well with... That was weird. I think this hack doesn't work for 1.0b, so I'm going to have to figure out a way around that. So let me reload this right quick, though. I'm going to change the graphics. This could potentially break it. If it does, then I will go to Mass Effect. Okay, we're going to play on a slightly lower resolution, but one that's native to the game, to see if that makes any bit of difference. Oh no! Crap. That's not going to work, is it? Because you guys are seeing... You guys are only seeing a part of the screen. Crap. I might have just broken Star Wars. Alright, hang on a sec. Switching on over to Mass Effect. It's in the Star Wars Encyclopedia. It's basically the name for a type of musician equivalent to swing. I did not know that. And I didn't hear any of them called that. Jizz Whalers doesn't sound like a very good, wholesome name to me. All right, I apologize, guys. I will get Star Wars fixed. What I was trying to say, though, is I found out this week that the Steam version of the game actually comes right out of the box with 1080p, and the GOG version was never received that update. So I might also take a look. The only problem is I don't know if I can import my save from GOG to Steam. It's possible. I just don't know if it might end up corrupting it. So I'll see about that. We'll take a look, but I'm not going to do that on stream with you guys. But now we know that GOG is not the cause of that crashing. I will also attempt to redo that graphical hack, because when you're streaming in 1080p resolution, I'm actually not streaming in 1080p, but my setup is recording in 1080 resolution. I need to be able to... Oh, dang it. I need to be able to get the game in 1080, otherwise it's going to be very stretched out. Yeah, that is an extremely unusual name, though. I agree, Inkling. So, guys, we are currently on the moon, in case you forget. There's the Earth. It's actually the closest you can get, if I recall. The closest you can get to Earth until Mass Effect 3 near the very end of the game. Jizz is the name of a type of music. Ooh, do not like that. Not liking that. Or is it Yiz, maybe? Maybe I'm saying it wrong. I hope I'm saying it wrong. Because that means something entirely different in English slang. CCCP Luna 23. Don't know why there would be anything to salvage here. We've been to the moon a long time ago. Oh, man. I don't like manual. I'm not saying it right. That's good. Alright. Is it a dog stream? This is a dog stream. What the heck's going on here? Thought my door was closed. My dog just wandered in like... She pushed... I think it was cracked open, and she just pushed it open like, yeah, I'm supposed to be in here. Alright. There's the lunar base. Give me just a second. Alright. That will help your ears in case my dog sees a squirrel. Or something like that to bark at. Excuse me, at least based on what I saw from when the Angry Video Game Nerd showed the entry. Wait a minute, the moon is fake! Get out of there now! It seems pretty real. This must just be like a Hollywood basement. Alright, so we've got some cannons that are attached up here near the base. It'd be a good idea to destroy them. At least get them to really low health. Oh, man. Ooh! Close. I don't want to kill him because I'm going to do it on foot. Are you guys impressed right now? I'm kind of impressed that I haven't taken on more rocket damage. Alright, here we go. Let's get out. Try to get this somewhere where I can actually... There we go. Alright. Yeah, see, 465 versus... if we get hit by one of these rockets, though, I think we're dead. So, I'm going to have to... be a little more mobile than that. Actually, if we can camp out over here. There we go. See, 465 instead of, what was it, 180 something? Such a great bargain to damage and then get the rest of them on foot. Noise. I like it. It's such a cheap thing to do, but oh, I destroyed that one somehow. I discovered this on my own though, so like I didn't find this on some sort of forum or something. I found that out on my own, so I consider it fair game. Alright. Got some points. I keep forgetting I don't get very many points anymore. We upgraded decryption and electronics. Spectre training is all the way up. Medicine? Could decrease my first aid cooldown. I don't know how important that really is. Let's see. Stasis I'm not too worried about because stasis isn't really a good... it's not actually a good power until 2, I believe. Lift wouldn't be too bad, but this whole time all I'm doing is just increasing lift's duration, which I don't really care about. 0.4 more seconds isn't going to make a big difference. So, increases shield capacity. So maybe electronics is what I want. Tech explosion damage. Let's do electronics until we get up to master overload. Rex is going to be getting some fitness, it would seem, or throw. Throw would be pretty good. Didn't you need a higher level electronic to do the Easter egg? No, the Easter egg, I totally forgot to try to see if I could figure that out. Find the Easter egg and then save it so that I could load it up for you guys. Maybe I can do that sometime this week. No, the electronics was just to be able to break into more containers. That's what the electronics was for. And really the same for the decryption. Yeah, let's give Rex some more points for throw, because we need to get him some powers. And then damping. First aid. We'll give Garrus some electronics too. We're to the point where they only really get 1 point, and that's just not super helpful. Alright, so we're currently on the moon. This is a rogue VI that we're trying to shut down. This is an alliance training ground, so this will probably be kind of tough, is what I would guess. We're gonna have a lot of electronic things shooting at us, so I saved it before we go in just in case. I'm a little on the nervous side, I would say. Yeah, see, like things like this, storage lockers, decryption, which I'm terrible at. It's like circular Frogger, which I never really liked Frogger to begin with. Yeah, you can basically get more loot, which we're all about here at Loots Magoots Incorporated. Oh, come on! Cheated! I'm not going to get it. That got cheated. Frogger is a game of skill. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying I never enjoyed it. I don't know. I just never really liked it. Okay, let's see. Any good pistols? What do I have? I have the Raikou 6 versus the Stinger 7. No, not taking it. Although, it can get more shots before overheating. Overheating is the worst part of this gun. Still overheats too quickly. Ooh. Gemini Amp 5. 22 cooldown bonus. I do kind of like that. I have the Guardian 7, so I'm not going to be able to beat that either. Pac-Man, on the other hand. I actually probably played more Pac-Man as a kid than Frogger. Yeah, Frogger, I don't know. It just... I don't know. Never got into it. So do I want the power bonus or the cooldown bonus? The cooldown bonus would probably be pretty cool. Pun intended. I won't let anyone say a bad thing about that. Let's give Rex. Let's see what kind of... What does he have? He has the Unity 5. So we wanted to give him the Solaris. Frogger is more old school. Atari era. I gotcha. I don't know what I want to do. I think I want to give... I think I want to give Rex the power bonus. Because I like his power. Okay, here we go. If this is like the whatever other place I dropped in on, it's going to be a tough battle. I believe everything here, yeah. Okay. Get yourself a shield boost, my friend. Wow. So many, oh geez. Hang on a second. Hang on. Sabotage? Yeah. Garrus is down. What a shocker. Neural shock's not gonna be any good. Maybe I could lift some of these. Okay, yeah, that's what I want to do, Shepard. I want to lift the wall. I don't know if the power junctions actually do anything. Barrier's not quite back yet. As you guys have probably noticed by now, I don't spend much time in cover. I should, but the cover is a little bit busted in this game. Alright, let's try it. Let's try it up here. Get in cover. Get in cover. Now get down. Okay. We somehow actually did okay. Rex didn't take any damage, neither did I. It was just Garrus. Or maybe Garrus had all the aggro. I don't know. Take a look around for anything to loot. Sometimes they like hiding containers around corners. I really don't know if these junctions do anything. Actually, it looks like they do. They did some damage when I was standing a little too close. It blew up on me.
Negative contacts, Commander.
Currently taking some form of damage. That's why my health bar is green. All right. Now I can't. The other thing I can't remember is if I have to go into each of those 3 areas and do the exact same thing. That's what I'm not sure of. It's possible. Older Mass Effect had a tendency to be a little bit repetitive. Toxic gas is being vented. Oh, yeah, I remember this now. Okay, so I do have to go into each of the bunkers. Garrus is about to die again. Oh, Garrus. Poor Garrus. He's just really not good yet. Alright. Okay. 1 room down, 1 to go with this bunker. I overheated my gun. Oh, this gun sucks. It actually does pretty decent damage. Just overheats way too quickly. The lights on the optical mainframes flicker and die. The first of the 3 computing clusters containing the VI is offline. Fantastic. What's this? Data port. I wonder what I got out of that. Yeah, let's take a look at this stuff. I think I am going to go ahead and equip the Stinger. I'm just checking to see if there's any other gun. No, this is the highest shots before overheating. Oh, and it has an extra little thingy dingy upgrade port. What am I using here? Oh, that's why. This I didn't even realize. I have something on there that increases my damage and makes it. Got it. Okay, that was dumb of me. I think that's fine now that I know that. It does more damage. So if I take one of these guys off, it's going to not be very good. I think I'm just going to go with stability instead. Although, well, I'm going to go with both. Polonium 5, and we've got Polonium 6 now. So that gun's going to do a lot of damage. And my armor actually has a second slot. Shield modulator plus 100 shields. That is, I like that. I get hit a lot, so plus 14% damage protection seems pretty nice as well. Oh, look at that. 50% toxin resistance and 3 health regeneration per second. I will gladly take that. Let's get Rex equipped with shotguns and assault rifles if needed. He's already good. And Exoskeleton 5 is probably still going to be, yeah, still going to be the best of that type I've found. Garrus assault rifle. No, he's got a good one. And shotgun? Is that what he uses? No, he uses pistols and snipers. Okay, he's fine. His armor probably sucks, though. Energized weave. Let's see if we can get him something better. Shield recovery and hardening. I don't know what hardening is. I have no idea what that means. Let's give him the ablative coating. I know Garrus has fallen down quite a bit compared to Rex and I. So we'll see. Hopefully this helps out. I didn't realize I was using a rail extender. That is a bit of a game changer. I'm wondering, like, why does this... I thought I got 19 shots. Like, there's no way I was getting 19 shots in before my gun was overheating. And so now I'll get 21 minus... Was it 20%? So does that mean I get 20% fewer shots? Which would be, what, 16? Something like that? Don't know, though. Gosh, what a view. What a view. All the stars. The sun. The earth. Don't look at us. That kind of on-the-fly math is not my strong suit. Well, here, let's find out. Okay, so it was, what'd I say? It was 21.7. So that would be roughly 4 shots less. So it'd be about 17 shots. 2, 3. 16. We got 16 shots, and then it overheated. So it was pretty close. No need for math. We'll just do trial and error. Gosh, I finally succeeded in a stupid manual override. Trial and error is valid. I do it all the time at work. Do it all the time at work. Of course, it doesn't hurt anything. I'm just running things in a local environment that nobody would see anyway. But okay, everybody, shields up. I have not been able to control Rex a single time yet. He's been blocked. Alright, there's nobody... I don't understand how they're being blocked. Is it because they're currently throwing powers? Oh my lord, this is bad. Yeah, that went okay. Garrus still just won't... he won't heal up. Oh, man. Alright. Another real quick sweep of the area. I'm not seeing any... I haven't seen anywhere where I can pick up weapons in the actual facility. I've just seen them in kind of the entrance foyer area. So, if I remember correctly, each of these bunkers has a different defense mechanism. The last one was toxic gas. We'll see what happens in this one. I think one of them is like rigged to blow or something. I could be wrong. Kinetic barrier field is powering up throughout the bunker complex. Oh, these are just obnoxious. Although they're not really saving anything. Just shoot around him with my precision aim.
Area secure.
It is kind of funny. It's just basically like, what can we do to make this mission slightly more obnoxious for you? Oh, I've got it. Put up barriers. Garrus, stop saying stuff like that. There's no contact here. All of his senility from working in CSEC for all these years. The second of the 3 computing clusters containing the VI is offline. Dang right it is.
All clear.
Okay, one more cluster, and we will have saved the Alliance's skin. Yet again. The only problem is remembering which one you ran to. Okay, I was looking directly at the Earth, so I probably was coming from that direction, right? I'm pretty sure. We'll find out pretty quick. If this one's empty and there's nobody in it, then we know we're in the wrong bunker. But, you know, this begs the question. What kind of training ground was this? You got 3 separate bunkers with the same equipment in them.
All clear.
And the drones are just flying around like crazy things. Ooh, Stiletto 6. I'll have to take a look at that. And the Liberator 6 light armor. Also don't like that name either. Let's take a look at the Stiletto. Okay. More damage, slightly less accuracy, and fewer shots before overheating. So I'd probably pass on that. The Liberator armor, more damage, less shields, more tech damage. What's it look like, though? It looks okay. But I lose one of my slots, so I'm not gonna do that. Maybe I'll give it to Caden. And he can be liberated by Ashley's death, I guess. Oh man, I did that one like a pro. Let's not get used to it though. There are many things that require more skill in this game than that, but that is easily what I'm the worst at. Poor thing. Could you talk about survivor's guilt, man? That dude would have to have some, wouldn't you think? Oh boy, okay, shields up everybody, except for you guys. Don't listen to me, because you're always blocked. No, not there, Shepard. I love that. So if you are a seasoned veteran of Mass Effect, you might notice Survivor's Guilt times 50. Yeah. For sure. If you're a seasoned veteran of Mass Effect, you might notice that I use my, I don't know what you want to call it, party control, this screen quite a bit, tactical control. I use that quite a bit because, yes, I have things hotkeyed, and I do use my hotkeys from time to time, but I kind of like the mental break in the combat. Gives me a second to think. I think one of them is going to do... One of these is going to do something like bring some more... Yeah. Additional security drones powering up. Bring them on, man. It's been too easy. Oh, man. I might actually... You know what? Let's try it. Let's try it here. Let's remove this rail extension, and the problem is there's nothing different. So I have 2 kinetic stabilizers on there, which is, like, not at all helpful.
Bring it on.
Can't save in combat. I'm just kind of tired of my gun overheating all the time. That must have been like a super rocket. Wow. I'm glad I saved it right before I went in. F. F is right. I had full barriers and almost full health, and that one rocket just took me the heck out. Maybe I will reinstitute... Oh, wait. Oh, this... Did I save it... What? There aren't any barriers in front of these guys. Okay, hang on a second. Are those ones? Yeah, okay, they're all still alive. Weird. Did I not save it right before? Oh, I couldn't save it right. That's right. Well...
Perimeter secure.
Alright. Alright, friends. This is great. I am I'm moving through this so quickly I wasn't even paying attention to when I actually save versus when I just tried to save. All the doors get shut too when you reload the game, oddly enough. Okay, well, let's get through this dang thing. Sprinting, sprinting, sprinting. Oh, Shepard, you know just what to do to take my breath away. We just back down on this shield. Use it as cover. Oh, what? There's even some stuff in here that I didn't get? Huh. That's weird. Maybe I messed up. No, I couldn't have messed up the decryption because I used Omnigel on one of them. Alright. We'll just kind of see what happens. Garrus is not helping me out either. That's probably another issue. Should I heal him, guys? Yeah, I'll heal him. What the heck? What the heck? I've got 5 more Metagel. I'm not going to use them all. I will not forget to save. I'm going to save as soon as I get... as soon as I get these crates opened up. I got an Ursa 6 that time instead of the Liberator armor. I did the Assassin 5, Reaper 7, so that might... A Reaper assault rifle? My gosh. How does the Council not know that the Reapers are around when we have Reaper manufactured weapons in plain sight? I'm going the... Yeah, look at that. Expert route. Alright, here we go. Time to save as soon as I get to this door here. Can't save in combat. I'm not in combat, guys. Don't know what to say. Maybe if I go all the way back here. Council feigning ignorance. What a joke. Alright, let's put this dang weapon away. Can I do that? Currently says I'm in combat, so maybe we'll exit and come back. That's what we'll do. The save is all important.
Right behind you, Shep.
Great, thanks, Garrus.
Perimeter secure.
We haven't even done any fighting yet, and Garrus has somehow got some toxic damage going on. Losing health. I don't know. I don't know. Wish I knew. Alright, here we go. Look at that. There we go. Barrier yourself. Barrier me-self. And then we'll let them all get kind of grouped up, and we'll do an overload again. Oh, man. Okay, well, there goes Garrus. And a sabotage. And a throw. And it's not mattering. Marksman. I'm glad Rex is just a true tank, because he has just taken all the damage. I'm backing up, though, because he's not taking the damage anymore. I can live with the assault drones. It's the freaking rocket drones. Okay, they're damaging me, but I'm not damaging them. Unity time, baby. Get some aggro on them for a sec. Oh, that was close. Got up and immediately blasted Rex. Oh, what kind of drone is that? Oh, okay, we're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. Assault drone, no biggie. Those ones do damage, but they're not one-hit killers like the rocket drones. That's the thing. Alright. I will, before I start shooting this thing, I will save again. Excuse me. So now, if I happen to die via a surplus drone again, I at least will not go all the way back to the last bunker. Trying to do a little bit of damage to all of these, because why the heck not? Do they heal, though? That's the thing I'm wondering. I think they do. Got him before he could even get an extra rocket off. Or a first rocket, I mean. It'd also help if my teammates would shoot these bad... Oh, okay. Is that a grenade floating in midair? Look at this. I think that's a grenade.
All clear.
I'm pretty sure. I didn't throw one, did I? Nope, it wasn't me. Let's go look at my grenade, though. See, it's got that little spinning light on it that makes you think it's actually... Oh, I did not know it would blow up without me pushing the button to blow it up. Apparently it's on a timer. That would have been really sad if I would have died there.
Not now, Shepard.
What, Rex? We don't know if we're gonna have time later. You can't throw one. Oh, see, that's weird. 10 questions scientists can't explain. It would have been very sad. A burst of white noise over all frequencies nearly deafens you. Your hard suit's heads-up display interprets it into a series of zeros and ones. Do you guys want me to read that, or should I just skip it? They repeat again and again, blanketing all frequencies until the lights on the final VI cluster flicker and die. Specialization class achieved. Yeah, I'm not going to read that. Your specialization class will replace your base class in the talents on the squad screen. Talent ranks in your base class transfer over to your specialization class. Go to your squad screen to view the bonuses you gain with each rank in your specialization class. I don't feel like this was actually a thing on the console version. I could be wrong, but Bastion. Bastions use biotics for defense or for opponent immobilization. Reduces recharge time on all biotics, improves barrier, and improves stasis. That sounds pretty good. Or Medic. Medic, can I scroll down? Nope, it's just those two. Medics combine tech and healing abilities to boost the efficiency of the entire squad. Improves recharge time on medical abilities, improves first aid, and improves neural shock. I definitely use barrier and biotics way more than I use the rest of that stuff, so we're going to be a Bastion. And Bastion is here. So that's cool. Barrier specialization? So we got marksman. Oh, it took away advanced marksman and stuff like that. Interesting. So we just have marksman level 1 now. Oh, you know what, guys? I just realized something. I changed the directory to Cold War 2, but I didn't update it to Mass Effect. I have now updated it. So, yeah, if it's funny, if somebody was looking for a Cold War 2 streamer, and then all of a sudden they came in and it's just me, that's sad. Alright, so hopefully it's updated now. We did gain a level, so I need to take a look at this. I could get... Yeah. We need to get Master Overload. Sweet. It also improves my shields, which is cool. You don't actually get to see where your shields are at, which kind of sucks, but... You know. Master Sabotage. Wouldn't be bad to have somebody have Master Sabotage. Where's his shield? Overload would be a good thing to work towards. He gets a shield boost. Oh. That's why Garrus keeps dying, because shield boost isn't... shield boost is not retroactive. It only heals his shields for 2 seconds, so... Let's throw some points into electronics then for our dear pal Garrus. Alright. Now let's get off this dang moon. So anyway, if somebody's looking for a brand new Cold War 2 streamer, they're probably never coming back. They dropped in and they're like, this guy's a liar. Liar, liar, plants for hire. Okay, once we get to the Mako, we can do a quick pickup with the Normandy. Actually, no, can't do it without the Mako. Oh. Okay, I remembered. Do the moon. All of these UNC ones, if I remember correctly. Okay, no, not all of them. Some of them are just collections, which I don't care if I do. These assignments, though, are generally pretty minor. Some of them are kind of cool, actually, but... Find the commune, Sentry system in the Hawking Ada cluster. I think that one is a... potentially a... It might be part of the Cerberus cult? Not sure. These ones are more just... They don't change the outcome of your game at all. Find the conduit. You need to explore Pharos, Novaria, and the Artemis Tau cluster, and Vermeer to find the clues that will lead you to the conduit before Saren. So we have to go to Novaria. Novaria is very difficult. If you guys have not ever tried before to play Novaria, it is far more difficult than Pharos, in my opinion. So I will be doing a couple more assignments just to see if I can get a few more levels before going to Novaria. A don't want to die. Alright, hang on a second. Neptune? What? Did they update this game? Oh, there it is. Okay. Pluto's showing as a planet on here. That's what we like to see. It's a planet. It's a planet, dang it. Novaria, Pinnacle Station. So we need the Hawking Ada. Is that a cluster or is that a... There it is. The Sentry system of the Hawking Ada cluster. This is where we're going to find the Biotic Commune, which I believe sounds a little like Cerberus. It is a planet, Christina. You're right. Correct.
Message coming in, Commander. Big surprise. The Alliance needs you again.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett.
Hey, Hackett, how'd you like how I handled the VI on the moon?
Officer named Major Kyle has set up a small compound in the Hawking Ada cluster. He's attracted a number of followers, mostly biotics. He's become an outspoken critic of the Alliance, and we believe he's mentally unstable. This could be trouble, Shepard.
What kind of proof do you have that the Major is dangerous?
3 days ago, we sent 2 Alliance representatives to meet with him at his compound. They've disappeared. We believe Kyle and his followers killed him. That compound is a cult, Shepard. They call him Father Kyle now.
Father
He
Kyle.
set himself up as some kind of religious leader.
I want them to invalidate my childhood learning. Exactly.
You said his followers were biotics?
Yes. Major Kyle never showed any biotic tendencies himself, though. I think he's just
Ooh,
latching
bit of a
on to
poser.
who he identifies with. Many biotics feel marginalized or ostracized by society. Kyle probably sees them as victims who need his protection, and they see him as someone who will fight for them. Unfortunately, he's convinced them that the Alliance is somehow...
Unfortunately, a
responsible
space
for the
comma.
problem. We can't let him go on like this.
Alright. Why? The question I want to know is, though, why did they send officers there?
What were those Alliance representatives going to talk to Major Kyle about?
They wanted to bring him back to an Alliance facility for treatment. Major Kyle served us faithfully for many years. We weren't going to abandon him.
Ah, okay.
Given his state of mind, however, he probably saw them as a threat. We're almost certain he had his followers killed them.
I don't care if Pluto is smaller than our moon, it's still a planet. We'll fight for that one.
I'll deal with Major Kyle for you, Admiral.
We don't want this to turn into a massacre, Commander. Kyle is dangerous. I trust you to use your judgment. Hack it out.
It'd be cool is if I still had the Thorian grenades, and those actually worked on his followers. I think it's this press rop Let's see if I need to scan any of these other planets, though, real fast. Yeah, this is where I need to go. Pressrop. Pressrop. Pressrop? Just doing a quick scan for anything else, though. Sometimes these asteroid belts have minerals in them. Yep, there we go. Heavy metal, baby. Blasting out some Ozzy Osbourne from that asteroid. Ooh, a light metal. So, some like Led Zeppelin, I guess. Alright. Oh, why did I do that? Didn't mean to do that. I meant to go to Pressrop. Found 3 metals, though, in this one cluster. Or in this one group. Okay, Rex we need to bring. Let's bring Liara to Sony. Garrus has been kind of a, well, he's been a liability for us. But also, biotics are good against other biotics, so maybe having Liara along will help. Some moons are pretty big too. Why aren't those planets orbiting planets? Makes you wonder. Might be one of those questions we never know the answer to. Oh geez, I've never had Liara with me. This is not good. Alright, throw is a really good power, so let's improve that. Lift is kind of whatever, but why not? Warp, let's get her warp and singularity. And barrier. Oh jeez. Barrier needs to be improved. I don't think I'm going to give her stasis at all. Alright, so we've got 14 points. Give her throw, master warp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'd be 9 plus another 3 towards like singularity or barrier. Let's give her master throw, master warp, and then actually we could give her master barrier or master singularity. Singularity is good in this game. It's really good, if I remember right. Let's do that. Liara might be my secret weapon. Her health is not good. She only has 277, so... But that barrier is legit, so we'll have to take a look. And she should also probably only use pistols, if I remember correctly. Stinger 6 would be good. Kinetic stabilizer 5. Polonium rounds 4. We've got proton rounds. Incendiary rounds. Let's give her some incendiary rounds. Gotta give her a better amp. No, she's already got a good amp. Wow. Imagine scientists actually being smart. No, you're talking crazy talk there, Inkling. I'm intrigued by her romance option. You're intrigued by Liara's? Oh, I gave her a Scorpion 4. Interesting. I didn't remember doing that. So Explorer 6 is worse. Wait a minute. Is something broken here? Survivor 6 and Explorer 7 are the exact same armor? What's the point of that? And Survivor looks way cooler, so you definitely would use that. Assassin looks pretty lame. Duelist? Phoenix? Phoenix is the pink armor. Which, I'm going to be honest, looks a little bit odd on Liara because of the neck. Like, it's got that whole turtleneck look. I want to give her the one with the best amount of shields. That's 150 so far. So Duelist, which is not a great looking piece of armor. But I like the idea of Shepard with Liara. I do too. I do too. I'm with you on that. I've typically been Team Ashley in terms of romance. But I also really enjoy the Liara romance options. I think I'm going to do that. The other cool thing is you can do that through 1 and 2, right? No. Not exactly. Not exactly. All right. 14% damage protection wouldn't be bad. Ooh. Mobile accuracy and cooldown reduction. Plus 14 shields. 14 shields is almost nothing, but I'll take it. All right. Liara should be up to speed now. Anomaly, biotic compound. Okay, let's hit up all 3. Can I do... No, just one at a time. Alright, I've got about 10, 20 more minutes, so I'm going to knock out... Oh, that's not on the map. I don't think, is it? No, it's not. Okay, I'm going to try to knock out this mission, and then this is going to have to be it for me. Unfortunately, folks. I wish we would have been able to have a little more time together on games. I also would have liked it... Jeez, that is not at all the way I'm trying to go. Turn to the left, Mako. My goodness. I promise, guys, I am holding... What is that? W? A. I'm holding A and W to try to go left. And it's just not going left. Still holding A. Oh boy. That's a pretty cool looking world there in the background. Oh, here we go. Get there. Alright. This cluster of prefab utility shacks have a distinctly ramshackle look to them. A set of rover tracks lead away over the mountain ridge to the southwest. Okay, let's take a look. Southwest would be this direction. So yeah, it's just taking us to the biotic compound, right? Oh no, it's taking us to this destination. The anomaly, potentially the biotic compound. Let's see if there's anything in here.
Moving out.
Oh, there's a Guardian 6 in there. Maybe that'll be better for Liara. High explosive grenade upgrade. Ooh, okay. You know what? Let's take a look at that. I haven't done anything with my grenades in a long time. Hot incendiary explosive 3, so 23 damage. 35 damage. Or plus 25% damage. I don't know how much... 100 centimeter radius? How big is that? 1 meter? Isn't that 1 meter? I don't know if that's any better. I'm going to go with the incendiary explosive 3 or 6. Let's take a look at Liara's armor now. We've got the Guardian 6. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So we're going to match now. Check it out. We're a future couple and we match. How cute. Okay. Now the question is, can I just go right up this mountain to this area behind? We're going to try. Aw. Couples matching. Man, what the heck is that? Do you think a Reaper did that to the planet's surface? That is a heck of a rut. Oh boy. Well, here we go. Oh, could you imagine just all the puke ever riding in this Mako right now? Oh, there are two little anomalies over here. Hopefully I don't get attacked. You know what? Let's save. Let us silently hope Reapers don't exist IRL, right? I know. I'm not ready. Oh! I can't see anything. Okay. Yeah, there are 2 anomalies here. What do we got?
On my way.
I did not mean to pull that out. Ancient debris. Oh, I hate this. So much pressure. Turing insignia recovered. Fantastic. Actually, I got 10,000 credits with that. Wrecked mining vehicle. The front of the rover is crumpled in from impact. A glance inside tells you that the occupants, probably a team of illegal wildcat miners, are dead. Debris is still sliding down the furrows left by its tires, silent in the near vacuum atmosphere. See, that's the kind of thing that makes the original Mass Effect still really awesome, is the fact that, like, you just have little things like that to add. It's just a little bonus for you. It doesn't matter. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to, you know? But just gives you a little bit more, some poetry, if you will. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, turn! Oh, now you turn too much. Jeez. This is just the worst. Oh my gosh. Turn and go towards this debris. BioWare might not be around anymore. Am I losing? Can you guys still see me? All of a sudden my stream went red on my end. Yeah, hopefully BioWare's still around, but man. 2 ginormous flops in a row is... Oh. My mouse just got stuck. Game devs are like sports teams in that regard. Yeah, it's 2 huge flops in a row. High profile, you know, with it being Andromeda and then Anthem. Andromeda at least kind of makes sense to me, you know? Like, you're trying to make a... Gosh, I really don't... I understand now why everybody hated the Mako, because I didn't used to mind it, but I used to play with a controller, but now I'm playing on mouse and keyboard. I understand how incredibly frustrating it is. It's not nearly as bad with a gamepad. I mean, they're around in name, but the people who comprise Mass Effect 1's team is mostly gone. Yeah, exactly. That's very true. But yeah, I get what they were trying to do with Andromeda, because they were trying to capitalize on, you know, a very successful franchise that hadn't had a release done in quite a while. So that makes sense to me. And they want to take it a different route. Like, I get that. EA doesn't punish BioWare Edmonton for Andromeda. I mean, I hope not. The thing is, you know, the game was rushed. Development was super rushed on it. And they were trying to take it a very different direction, and I get that. All of that makes sense, but I'm sitting there, like, when I saw Anthem coming out, it was like watching a train wreck in slow motion. I'm like, there is no way this game is going to be successful. Just none. And yet, like, it still kept going, and I just did not... I don't understand how it... I don't know. I don't know how it got to that point. Like, how it got through all the approval that it needed to, and then, you know, ended up... I just don't get it. That team was folded into a different group. Yeah. Pick up the medical kit. Alright, real quick, I'm going to need to take care of Kyle. I do have some charm, so hopefully I can charm him on out of there. We'll see what happens. Trying not to kill everybody.
Private sanctuary.
Outsiders are not welcome here.
I have to see Major Kyle.
I need to talk to the man in charge. It's important.
Father Kyle wants nothing more to do with the Alliance.
I want this to end peacefully. If he doesn't see me, people could get hurt.
We won't let you take Father Kyle away. He protects us. We need him.
The Alliance wants someone to pay for those murders. Let me speak to Major Kyle, and maybe I can find some way to help you all get out of this alive.
Wait. Father Kyle will speak with you. Head to the building at the far end of the compound. He'll meet you there.
Can I go in this building? Oh, I can. I'm glad I saved it. It told me to go to the other building, but I wanted to see if there was anything worth taking in here. Oh, there is. Look at that. My dog is going crazy out there. I apologize. I don't know what she's so excited about. Hello, biotic cultist. I'm just trying to see if there's any loot that's worthwhile in your compound. I mean you no harm. As far as I care, you guys can just keep partying with all your biotics out here. It doesn't bother me any. Ooh, another shield modulator. That's not bad. Okay. Mount. Oh, I could climb that stack of crates. Not really too interested in that. Man, I'd have to kill so many people in here if they hadn't let me in peacefully. They're all strapped too and packing. Well, Liara, I brought you along as my secret weapon, but we might not even have to fight.
Ready.
Huh. Alright. Puts a new meaning to packing heat when the weapons overheat. Yeah, it is pretty interesting. They've got, in Mass Effect 1, you've got the guns that don't need any ammo, and then, in Mass Effect 2, they changed to the ones that use thermal clips, and it's kind of like, what? Why? You've got weapons that need no ammo. I mean, granted, what they do is there's like a block that sits in the weapon, and it shaves off those tiny pieces of, like, it makes some particles, basically, and fires them at high speed. So there's like it's almost like a cartridge that goes in the weapon, but you don't have to reload it. So I don't know. I read about that in the Codex forever ago. I was like, oh, that sounds pretty cool. So I guess when the weapon just can't shoot anymore, you just get a new weapon. That's what it sounds like. It's almost like a battery. Irreplaceable battery. Alrighty. Major Kyle, where are you, sir? Ooh, this is a very dense compound. A lot of crap in here. You guys are like hoarders, because there's no way all this stuff does things. There's just no way. Keeping around a bunch of old computers. Like, what does this thing do? What is this computer over here doing? Nothing. There's no way. I shouldn't be grabbing all these medical kits either, because if I need some, I'm already full. I'm already full on med kits, and I'm just keep taking them. They don't come back either, I don't think. Alright. Okay. Also, the atmospheric music when you would go into these little bases was kind of creepy. I liked it. Okay, looks like Kyle's that way, so I'm gonna go this way. We're just taking all your guys' weapon mods. That ought to give us some a heads up on the or a leg up on the peace talks. Hey, you guys can't really fight us, so why don't we do this peacefully? Oh, all right. Guess that makes sense.
I am Major Kyle. I know why you've come. We have no quarrel with you. Why can't you just leave us alone?
Where are the investigators? If we're all going to talk monotone.
What happened to those other Alliance officers? The ones who came before me?
They wanted to take me away from here. They wanted me to abandon this place, turn my back on my family.
Need a refill of grog.
I did what I could to make their end quick and painless. I had no other choice. It was necessary to protect my children. Only I can keep them safe.
The Alliance sent me to bring you in, Major. Can't you see this has gotten out of hand? Don't you understand you're endangering your followers?
I respect that you have come under a banner of peace, but I cannot do as you ask. If you take away their father, my children will be helpless.
Surrender or they all die!
You ordered your followers to kill those Alliance investigators. You must face the consequences of your actions. Do you really want your children to suffer for your sins too?
No, this was my fault. My children are innocent, pure. Please, I never meant for this.
I don't know about pure.
I'm sorry.
Come with me, Major. It's over.
Wait, if my children see you taking me away, they won't understand. They will attack and you will be forced to kill them all. You have shown me the error of my ways, Commander. Now you must give me time to explain it to them. It is the only way they will understand. Please, give me 1 hour. After that, I will meet the Alliance authorities at the gates of my compound and surrender without violence. I give you my word.
I believe him.
I'm going to trust you. If you betray that trust, you and all your children will suffer.
I will not betray you, Commander.
If you betray my trust, we'll bomb this place from outer
Your pilot can
space.
ask Alliance Command to send a patrol to collect Major Kyle. I just hope you know what you are doing, Shepard.
You should return to the Normandy and notify the Alliance of Kyle's surrender. They'll want to dispatch a ship to take him into custody. Alright, well, that was good. See? No bloodshed, everybody. We got pretty decent negotiation skills, if you will. Diplomacy! That's right. That is right. Diplomacy is the only way, guys. I've actually I play the Outer Worlds in my free time, and that's one of the things I'm doing in that game. Is I've increased my persuasion type skills so that I can just talk my way out of things, and it's actually kind of cool because I feel like I don't have to fight for everything, and I don't really necessarily want to fight for everything, so it's kind of cool. I tend to focus on that in D&D. There you go. I like that. Alright, so can I talk to Alliance from here, or do I need to go in here? I think I do it from the map, but I'm just going to check, just to make sure. Yeah, nothing in the comm room.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Admiral Hackett here, Commander. Your helmsman just forwarded your report on Major Kyle. We sent in a team as you instructed. Kyle's followers have disbanded, and the Major surrendered to us without incident. We'll make sure he gets the help he needs. To be honest, Shepard, I thought this thing was going to end in a bloodbath. I don't know how you did it, but you saved a lot of lives.
I did save a lot of lives. You saw those people in there? Crazy. Okay, he never said anything about the moon, which I think is just very odd. I did him a huge favor by shutting down the base on the moon. Okay. We'll just start, let's see, Cerberus. Ooh, okay, yeah, let's do that. So we got the Metano System Maroon Sea cluster. Let's hit that up. That'll be the next thing we do. Unfortunately, that's gonna have to come next week. You know, I wish I could play a little longer, but like I said, I got some cooking to do. So we're looking for Metano, Maroon Sea. I guess it's Maroon Sea and then the Metano. Okay. Find the planet we need. And then I will unfortunately be saving it to end the stream. It's going to be here. Chaska. Another heavy metal asteroid. Just blaring out some Metallica. Ooh, that's a pretty red planet. Doesn't look like it from out here. It looks green. Supe. So the surveys are not my favorite thing, but you do get credits, and I don't know if you get any experience, but a little bit of credit at least. Prothean data disk. So yeah, like now when we exit, look at that, 30,000 credits, 264 experience. It's a lot. It's worth it. All right. Trying to use my hotkeys and it doesn't work in this game. Okay, guys, with that, I need to head out. I'm glad that we got to spend a little bit of time during the game. I wish the game had a better outcome. But we are still first place in the conference right now, tied for first. We were going to be first all by ourselves had we won the game, so that would have been awesome. But oh, Inkling, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I gotta go. Yeah, we got to get some cooking done before the Super Bowl starts. So, got to get those meals ready. Enjoy cooking dinner. I will be cooking dinner, but I'll also be cooking dinners for hopefully the rest of the week. So that's my goal, is to get all the food cooked today and then just relax during the week. It made such a big difference because last week was crazy busy. I would not have had time to cook, and so I might have potentially just been like, screw it, I'm going to go to Taco Bell or something. So, yeah, it was good. It was good. All right, guys. Thank you both for hanging out, Inkling and Christina. I appreciate you guys as always. I will see you guys next week, and it looks like we'll just be at the normal time. As I said, I don't think there's anything interfering with the streams for the next couple weeks, so I feel that, yeah. I want to be able to eat. I don't like spending a whole lot of money on food. I've got some other things that I need to dedicate my money to, so groceries are kind of what I'm trying to limit myself to. So, yeah. All right, guys. I will see you guys later. Hope you have an awesome week. And if you're watching the Super Bowl, enjoy it. If you're not, enjoy, the other 4 hours of whatever you're doing instead. All right. See ya.